Samsung Galaxy Fold is an Android foldable smartphone developed by Samsung Electronics. Unveiled February 20, 2019, it will first be released in the United States on April 26, 2019, and in Europe on May 3, 2019. The device is capable of being folded open to expose a 7.3-inch tablet-sized flexible display. Development: Samsung unveiled a prototype of the Galaxy Fold and its Infinity Flex display during its developers conference in November 2018, demonstrating the adaptations to Samsung's Android distribution and newly unveiled One UI software. Google stated that it would work with OEMs to support foldable devices on Android. Specifications: the Galaxy Fold contains two displays. Its front cover contains a small, 4.6-inch display in the center designed for one-handed use, and the device can fold open to expose a 7.3-inch display. Samsung rated the fold mechanism as supporting up to 200,000 uses. The tablet screen contains a large notch in the top right corner, and is coated with a custom multi-layer laminate in lieu of glass. Its power button contains a fingerprint reader. Samsung did not state which system-on-chip it uses in the Galaxy Fold, beyond that it is a state-of-the-art CPU with a 7nm production process, contains 12 GB of RAM, and has 512 GB of non-expandable storage. Teardowns later revealed that it was the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, which is used in all regions, unlike other Samsung phones that have been split between Snapdragon and Samsung's in-house Exynos chips depending on the market. The Galaxy Fold will be sold with a 5G variant. The device contains two batteries split between the two halves, totaling a 4,380 mAh capacity. The Galaxy Fold contains 6 cameras, using the same sensors equipped on the Galaxy S10 Plus, including 3 rear-facing camera lenses, 12-megapixel, 12-megapixel telephoto, and 16-megapixel ultra-wide-angle, as well as a 10-megapixel front-facing camera on the cover, and a second 10-megapixel front-facing camera, accompanied by an RGB depth sensor on the inside screen. The Galaxy Fold ships with Android 9.0 Pie and Samsung's One UI software. By means of multi-window mode, up to 3 supported apps can be placed on screen at once. Apps open on the smaller screen can expand into their larger, tablet-oriented layouts when the user unfolds the device. Reception: Digital Trends praised the Fold's software, performance, camera and main screen, while criticizing the price, the front screen design and the lack of water resistance. Chakatu remarked that it's a lot of fun to use because it's so new, but noted that it remains technology that's out of reach for most people. Dieter Bohn of The Verge felt, notwithstanding issues with displays on review units, that the Galaxy Fold was legitimately a marvelous thing to play with and a status symbol, but did not recommend that it be purchased as a consumer product. The screen's qualify was panned for not feeling as smooth and sturdy as a traditional glass smartphone screen, showing concerns the plastic layer would be susceptible to scratches and blemishes over time, containing a crease noticeable from certain viewing angles, having a large and unconventional notch in the top right corner, a jelly distortion between the two sides when scrolling, and having too many potential points of failure. However, in use, the display was considered a joy to use. Its specifications, especially its battery life, were praised for carrying over components from the Samsung Galaxy S10, although placing the fingerprint reader on the button for Samsung's Bixby Assistant was considered a ploy for people to use it. The multitasking components of the Galaxy Fold software were considered to be flexible, but inelegant, and sometimes buggy with certain apps on transitions, but hoping that the next release of Android would address these shortcomings. In conclusion, Bohn noted in regards to its unusual and thick form factor, that phones fit into or in between times when you're waiting in line or you have a minute to glance at something. But then they fill up all of those moments, and much more. The Galaxy Fold is just too big to fit in those in-between times. It is less useful than a phone when you're walking, and it's way more useful when you're sitting down. Issues: review units have shown a high rate of display failure. The Verge had what it believed to either be debris or part of the hinge system bulged through the screen at its crease, eventually damaging it, while a number of reviewers damaged the screen by mistakenly removing one of the clear laminate layers that covers it. Samsung advised that this special protective layer must not be removed, as doing so may cause damage to the screen. Concerns were shown that consumers may mistake it for a pre-installed screen protector without proper advisories. Retail units of the Galaxy Fold do contain a disclaimer regarding the layer. Samsung later stated that it would thoroughly inspect the defective review units to investigate the issues. Hey!